The president said when he announced that those ships would be put into action against the COVID-19 epidemic, he said one of those ships would be operational in New York Harbor by next week. That's nonsense. It will not be there next week.
It is. She was wrong. That's Rachel Maddow, the, I don't know, $15 or $20 million a year main news anchor over at MSNBC. Why take that position, though? Why view the president trying to tell people that he's doing what he can to get additional resources to New York? Why is he saying this if he's not really making the effort to do it, right? Start with that. And why would Rachel Maddow then take it as an opportunity to say, oh, but it's not happening, and to snark about this? And she's wrong. It's here. The ship is here. I actually saw it sailing into the port, or Pier 90, rather, the pier here in Manhattan. I saw it as it was coming past my apartment. It was a pretty amazing sight, actually. It was an interesting thing to see. You don't always see now it's also a moment of reckoning that we have a naval hospital ship that has had to arrive here in the largest city in America to try to help with hospital overflow because of what's going on. I mean, I have no illusions at all about what really this symbolizes, but look, anytime the United States Navy shows up somewhere, I feel a little bit better. I feel a little better than I did before they got there. And that's certainly the case here. But the press continues to be so reckless about all of this. The press continues to be wrong and just deeply and utterly irresponsible in the way that they approach coverage of this administration. And you know, I can understand why there's a need right now. There's a sense that we should all be nicer to each other. And I've been trying to be less partisan. I've been trying to be a little bit less of a, what's the word? Go less hard, less intense on my ideological opponents as a general matter, because I do think that we are united. Everyone is inherently united in their humanity and the desire to make things better when it comes to the situation of America right now. We want to beat this virus. We want to find a way to get past this virus. That said, there's not really the same willingness from Democrats who are covering this administration to stop with the nonsense games. They're still trying to score points for their audiences against this guy, and I find that against the president, I find that really unseemly. And you know, these press conferences, we'll talk more about what they've been doing and what some of the media responses to them have been. These press conferences, I think, have been a source of real information and some degree of emotional support for the country. I mean, here you have the president of the United States who's saying, look, we're doing all these things. Here are all the things that we're trying to do to deal with this. And you have people that are trying to play gotcha games about, look, a lot of people, I haven't been right on every step of this, and I admit it. I've, before some others thought that this was a very serious issue, but I wish I had recognized the seriousness of it, 2 months ago. The leadership has been overwhelmingly wrong on this, really at all levels and in both parties. This is worse than they told us it would be even 2 or 3 weeks ago. So I think we come to grips, I would argue even a week ago. I mean, in the last week, what we've seen is, this is really, now that we are up close and personal with this virus in New York City, now that there's real reports coming in, this is definitely not the flu. It's much, much worse than that. So people have been wrong, and I don't understand why, with the president trying to give information about what's happening now, what's going to be going on in the future, why anyone views it as particularly useful or helpful to take that opportunity to ask the president about strategy right now and about what we're doing and try to get him on some older, earlier thing that he did that he said that they didn't like. They are playing gotcha games. Here's the president in an exchange with Jim Acosta, who continues to be the fakest journalist in America. I don't know what else to say. I mean, even now, when there's real problems, there's real lives at risk, and we've got massive issues here. Here's what he says. Play clip 1.
Go ahead. Let's give it a shot.
Sir, what do you say to Americans who are upset with you over the way you downplayed this crisis over the last couple of months? We have it very much under control in this country. The coronavirus is very much under control in the USA. It's going to disappear. It's like a miracle. It will disappear. March 4th, we have a very small number of people in this country infected. March 10th, we're prepared. We're doing a great job with it. It will go away. Just stay calm. It will go away. What do you say to Americans who believe that you got this wrong?
And I do want them to stay calm. And we are doing a great job. If you look at those individual statements, they're all true. Stay calm. It will go away. You know it is going away. And it will go away. And we're going to have a great victory. And it's people like you and CNN that say things like that, it's why people just don't want to listen to CNN anymore. You could ask a normal question. The statements I made are, I want to keep the country calm. I don't want panic in the country. I could cause panic much better than even you. I could do much. I would make you look like a minor league player. But you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to have our country be calm and strong and fight and win. And it will go away. And instead of asking a nasty, snarky question like that, you should ask a real question.
Yes. Correct. It would be better for all of us if they would ask real questions instead of the gotcha nonsense that we see from CNN as well as other news organizations.
Hey, Team Buck, thank you so much for watching The First on YouTube. If you like this video, please click that little thumbs up button so then it will log as liked. And also, if you want to see more great content from The First, please click subscribe.